Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so today, now, however we want to call it, we are going to talk about chapter 1, which is super short, Intro to Public Speaking. This isn't going to take long. I am going to do a share screen for you guys, though, so that we can follow along with the PowerPoint. But I have to do that first. So let's see. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so chapter 1. It's an intro to public speaking. Again, this is super quick, super short. It's not going to take very long. It's literally 3 slides, including this one. But anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, what is public speaking? Public speaking is something that I promise you do more than what you think you do. 3 or more. Anytime you talk to a group of 3 or more people, you are public speaking. Now, is there a little bit more to it? Sure. As it says on this slide, you have a tone and some organization. It's a little bit more formal than conversation. But as far as the number of people, you really do this a lot. Again, look, it says it right there. It's common. Every career field does it. If you're in the military or were in the military, especially those of you, if you were in there for your 20 or more, you're going to have done this. You're going to have given presentations. That's just the way it is. So I know a lot of you probably are like, oh, this sucks that I have to take public speaking. This is horrible. This is crappy. I already know how to do this. It is important because you are going to use it. You're going to use it no matter what job, no matter what career field you pick. And you're most likely going to use it in school at some point again also. But what else does it talk about? Public advocacy. If you are maybe wanting to become a nurse, I don't know if any of you are wanting to become nurses, doctors, something in the medical field. You may be doing something that has to do with public advocacy or education from a medical standpoint. Maybe you want to work in labor and delivery, and at some point you're going to end up teaching classes for new mothers. Don't know, but it could be anything. Here's the one I want you guys to really notice where it says scary. So as many as 75% of people are afraid of public speaking. If you are scared of public speaking, if it makes you nervous, guess what? You are not alone. You are in good company. And again, some say that they are even more afraid of public speaking than of death. So once again, you are not alone. We've already kind of talked about that it is necessary. And for those of you that are wanting to either maybe join the workforce, maybe you're younger and you've never really been in the workforce, maybe you're going from military to civilian, this is something that people look for. They want to know that you're going to be able to communicate effectively. And then look, I told you guys there's only 3 slides, and here is slide number 3. So this is the communication model. All this does is it kind of talks about what are the key components to communication. So if you look, you have noise at the top, and then you have noise at the bottom. We're going to talk about that. But what are the components? What are those key components? So first you have a speaker. Right now I'm the speaker. Technically my laptop is the receiver listener, but we're going to go ahead and say that you guys are. You guys are the receiver or the listener, your audience. That's who's listening to you. And then you have the channel. There's 2 forms to this. There's the verbal and the nonverbal. Now, obviously, verbal is exactly what it sounds like. It's you speaking. That is your verbal form of communication. But what is your nonverbal? You may think that it's just hand movements, this or that. You're going to notice I do talk with my hands. Even on the videos, you're still going to see it. But it is other things also. So nonverbal encompasses everything that you send out to your audience that is not words. It is your posture, the way you're standing. Are you standing up nice and straight, or are you kind of hunched down? Are you looking out? Are you looking down? Even things as little as how are you dressed? What kind of clothes are you wearing? Are you dressed very formal? Are you dressed very informal? There is a place for both. Please don't get me wrong. There is absolutely a place for both. If you were talking to a group of 5-year-olds, you might not want to be wearing a suit and tie, something super formal. If you were talking to a group of business people, on the other hand, maybe that's how you need to dress. So this is also your nonverbal. Now we're going to move down to message, feedback, and noise. So what is your message? Right? What is it? It can be anything. What are you talking about? For this particular class, you'll have noticed that there's 3 major speeches. So there's your informative speech, there is your demonstrative speech, and there is your persuasive speech. So that is your message. Your message is what you are sending to them. That is your speech itself. And it's also how they are receiving that message. Then we go to feedback. So feedback is what you're getting from that receiver, from your listener. How are they responding? Are they responding by leaning forward, paying attention to you, really looking at you? Are you receiving feedback because they're snoring and they're asleep? Hopefully not, but you never know. You all might be doing that right now, listening to this video. I might be if I was listening to it. But anyway, that is your feedback. And then we have our noise. So our noise, it tells you here, can be external or internal. External is the noise that we always think about. That is going to literally be the noise that's going on in the classroom around us or wherever we're speaking. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear this, but imagine if you were trying to give a speech and you had someone clicking a pen. That's going to be noise. That's going to be something that interferes, that can make it a little bit more difficult while you're trying to speak. It could also be things, for those of you that are going to be on ground with us at Fort Campbell, there can be a lot of noise out at Fort Campbell. That's going to be your external noise. People walking down the hall, people whispering, things like that. Anything that's going on around you. Your internal noise, that's the stuff that is either you or your receivers, things that you're thinking about. Maybe you're thinking about a test that you have. Maybe you're thinking about that you're hungry and you're ready for class to be over so you can go eat. Maybe you're thinking about the load of laundry that you left in the washing machine since 5 o'clock this morning and forgot to take it out. It could be anything. External, outside of you, internal, inside. And so there you have it. Super simple, super fast. That was your 3 slides for chapter 1. Again, well, not again, because I don't know if I actually told you, but you probably have already seen it. On D2L, PowerPoint, you will find all of these slides again. You can go over them whenever you want. Your book, you will also find that on D2L, which I don't know that I talked about in the welcome. I probably should have, but I forgot. But it is on D2L. It is free. So make sure you download it, make sure you read it, and you can go even more in depth on chapter 1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back with chapter 2. I know you're super excited. See you guys for chapter 2.